Hi guys, it's Whitney with Marietti Accounting Services. So today I am going to show you how to set up a QuickBooks Online company. So I have purchased this subscription, and I purchased this plus level subscription for this particular company. I will point out if there's features that I'm using that you may not see in the Simple Start or the Essentials, and then eventually we'll go into the features with the Advanced subscription. But for right now, we're just going to be working with the Plus subscription. This is a completely fictitious company. I named it ABC Corporation. So when you first start your QuickBooks Online file, it's going to ask you for your legal business name. The legal business name is not necessarily your client-facing name. Okay, so let's say that ABC Corporation is going to have like a retail bakery, and maybe they're going to have, like Let's Eat Bakery or something like that. We can put ABC Corporation here, and then later we can put Let's Eat Bakery or whatever client-facing name you want. So next it's going to ask you for your industry. I'm just going to start putting in like retail bakeries. This, you don't have to have like an exact description of your business here. This is important just because it's going to help generate a chart of accounts, like a suggested chart of accounts that we can then modify. So this, you don't have to have it like 100%. If they don't have your specific industry, that's okay. Just pick something that's close enough. And then you're going to check this box if you've been using QuickBooks Desktop and want to bring over your data. I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. If you have been using QuickBooks Desktop, that can be a little bit of a complicated migration. So I would suggest putting aside a lot of time and making sure that you've possibly contacted customer support and have them walking you through that process. So we're going to click next, and then it's going to ask what kind of business is this. So you have a couple of options here. You're going to have a sole proprietor, a partnership, a corporation, a nonprofit organization, or you're not sure. So it is asking you these questions because it wants to know how you're organized, essentially. So it knows what type of accounts to put in your equity accounts. You are a sole proprietor if you either don't have a registered business, so maybe you are just going out and you're providing services or you're selling items and you're doing it under your name, right? So I can go out and offer a service under my specific name. I don't necessarily have to have a registered business, and I'm considered a sole proprietor. You're also going to be considered a sole proprietor if you have a company like an LLC and there's only one owner. Okay, so if you have an LLC and there's only one owner, you're a sole proprietor unless you have made an election to be taxed differently. A partnership is going to have more than one owner, and an LLC that has more than one owner is by default taxed as a partnership. Okay. Corporation, on the other hand, this is where you've formed a corporation on the state level, and you're going to be taxed as a C corporation. If you've made a specific tax election, I'm going to talk about that in other videos because then that may complicate your classification. But you can always change the type of business that you are taxed as. So when you're walking through this setup, don't be super concerned if you don't know the answer. It's okay. You can always change these settings at a later date. A nonprofit organization would be if you are a nonprofit. I'm going to select sole proprietor just because that's what a lot of you guys are probably going to be. And then how does your business make money? So it's going to ask, do you sell products like physical items, or are you providing services or something else? Now, if you do a combination, you can pick either or. So I'm going to do sell products for this particular company, but it is going to, it's not going to make a huge difference what you select. So then it's going to ask you what you'd like to do in QuickBooks. So I plan on sending and tracking invoices, like if I maybe have a wholesale order to a company and I want to invoice them. I want to make sure I organize my expenses. Maybe I want to manage inventory. Definitely track my retail sales, track my bills. Track your sales tax, that might be something you want to do. I'm not going to click on pay employees because I'm not going to turn payroll on, nor am I going to click track your hours. So now I have ABC Corporation. It is going to ask if you want to have a quick tour. I'm going to X out of that. My screen may look a little bit different than your guys's just because I have my QuickBooks Accountant view turned on. That's going to show QuickBooks Accountant here and my accountant tools. You guys don't necessarily need to worry about those, but from here your company is set up and it is ready for you to continue customizing your QuickBooks Online for your particular business. So I will show you how to do that in the next video. See you guys later.